Alright folks, so we got something interesting on our hands today. The Huness 1007 A13 Phone Pro, specifically the Gold Q model. Now, the specs on paper raise some eyebrows, and we're going to dive right into those. This phone boasts a 6.07-inch screen with a resolution of 1440 by 3040. That sounds pretty sharp for a budget device, promising a crisp viewing experience. It's running Android, which is always good for app availability. The processor is listed as having a speed of 3.05 GHz. While the specific chipset isn't mentioned, that clock speed suggests decent performance for everyday tasks. However, the real head-scratcher here is the memory situation. We're seeing 6 GB of RAM, which is respectable, but only 17 GB of storage. That's incredibly low in today's world, especially considering the operating system and pre-installed apps will eat into that space. You'll likely fill that up quickly with photos, videos, and apps. Expandable storage isn't mentioned, so that's something to consider. The design, from the images I've seen, looks fairly standard. The Gold Q designation suggests a gold color option, which might appeal to some. However, without having the phone in hand, it's hard to comment on the build quality and overall feel. The big question here is, who is this phone for? With such limited storage, it's hard to recommend for the average user. Perhaps someone who primarily uses cloud storage and only needs a handful of essential apps could make it work. Or maybe it's targeted towards a very specific market segment. It's also worth noting that the A13_8, repeated multiple times in the product description, is a bit unusual and doesn't provide any clear information. Honestly, the Huness 1007 A13 Phone Pro presents a bit of a puzzle. The display and processor seem decent, but the extremely limited storage is a major drawback. Without a price point, it's difficult to make a definitive judgment. If it's incredibly cheap, it might be a viable option for a very specific user with minimal storage needs. However, for most people, I'd recommend looking at other options with more reasonable storage capacities. We need more information, especially regarding price and real-world performance, to give a full assessment. So, if you've had any experience with this phone, let us know in the comments below. Your insights will be incredibly valuable. We'll definitely keep an eye out for more information on this device and update you as we learn more.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.